about that, guys.
No, that's fine.
And look, don't just look. I'm professional at the top, and I got my leggings on the bottom. Y'all just mind y'all's business, though. Just mind your business, though. This is what we doing.
I already know.
All right. Okay. Hold on.
All right.
Does my curls get outrageous? I just left the gym. Are they okay? Are we good? Yeah. Okay. Lots. Yep.
Yeah. Might let mine flow too.
Yeah. Let it out. Let it out.
All right. Very good.
All right.
So great. Okay. Now I'm muting myself, and the floor is all yours.
All right. Hi, I'm Phoenix Jackson of the Phoenix Effect, and I welcome you all here at the InnoPower Conference. I hope that you guys have been having a great time. I hope that you guys have been learning things, absorbing all this great information and this knowledge and this wisdom and this understanding around business development and professional growth. So for those who do not know me, I am the CEO of the Phoenix Effect. We are a 16-year-old global PR communications and strategic development firm. We work with some of your favorite athletes, your favorite entertainers, NGOs, humanitarians, politicians, making sure that their voice, their image, and their projects are actually pushing the human collective forward. And in lieu of that, I am super excited to interview one of your hometown heroes, Mr. Sheldon Day. He is someone who is from the east side of Indianapolis, and he went to Warren Central High School, was a part of the 2009 state championship team, steamrolled that great young athletic career into the University of Notre Dame, ended up graduating with his BSBA in business administration with an emphasis of information technology. He's a little bit of a brainiac, y'all. Okay. And then he ended up being the fourth round draft pick, landing at the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's participated in being a star NFL player with multiple teams, also being, in the game for the 54th Super Bowl game, which is really exciting. And now he is playing with the Cleveland Browns. His life's work has not just been around being a stellar athlete, but he has been interested in building up communities. So for the last many years, he's hosted an annual free youth camp, which has highlighted education, sports, and financial literacy, which we all know is extremely important when you're working with the youth. And he also has created businesses around his personal passions, which has started with, but not limited to, the Day Investment Group, the Boyd Family Scholarship, Bank DAO, and the Players Company. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I would like to welcome Mr. Sheldon Day.
How's it going? I appreciate that. That was a nice lengthy introduction.
I know.
I did all of that.
You did, and listen. And that was me paraphrasing, trying to paraphrase it down so that we can keep in with our timing. But it's so exciting to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you. And I'm just going to jump right in there. The first thing that people hear about you is that you grew up on the east side of Indianapolis. And as we know, statistically, it's like a slim to none chance of someone transcending that environment. So I want to know, what made you different? What was your driving force that kept you on the straight and narrow?
I think it was a little bit of a couple factors. I had a great mentor, being Coach Corey Clark. He's my high school D-line coach, pushing everybody in my D-line group forward, making sure that we knew college was an option, that if we went to college, we had a better chance to advance our lives and give us a better opportunity to take a step in the world and go see the world, because football gave me opportunity to go play in Ireland. I played in London, things I thought I would have achieved, but obviously I did it because of football. And then I had my mom and my grandmother, two strong black women that have shown me the way how to treat a woman and also how to really encourage and give back and have a big heart and really open up and show that, hey, I'm human too. I make mistakes, but your mistakes don't define you. Your mistakes can make you better if you learn from them and grow. So really just trying to help my community know that, hey, I came from that area. I made it. I graduated. I played in the league, but you don't have to be a sports star to make it out, if that makes sense. So really trying to transform everybody's mindset to say, hey, you can go get education. You can go see the world. Your bubble isn't just the east side of Indianapolis anymore. It's so much bigger.
Yes. And it's interesting because your mom, Carol, was She was the football mom. So you attribute like some of your just focus and success to around just those two strong women who just, they did not let you quit, obviously. They were there and they were present in your everyday life. And it's hard to fall to the wayside, I believe, for any youth if you have a parent or someone who's actually sticking to and making sure that you're getting to where you're supposed to get to.
For sure. That support system is so big.
Yeah.
Especially when you have those mistakes or those downward spirals, you got somebody there to pick you up and really have your back. So really big on how to grow your support system and how you really build the team, I like to say, around you.
Yes.
Because the team can make you into a superstar, and that's kind of what I did.
So segue a little bit with that, this is such a different world with the new NIL laws, and it could potentially change youth lives for the better, especially people who are coming from impoverished communities like you. And I was born in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, so I too came from a little rough patch, okay? And a lot of their dreams is like to get to the NFL, to get to the league, because they have that in their mind that this is the only way out. I want to buy mom a house. I want to get mom out of poverty. But what advice would you have for those incumbent high school students or college football players who hope to one day enter the league, but as you know, only a small percentage of them will get there? So what else can they do along the way?
I would definitely say with this new NIL world that taxes are real. So I know when I was in high school, I didn't know what taxes were. When I was in college, I didn't know what taxes were. I didn't understand taxes until probably year 5 in the league, and I'm like, why is Uncle Sam taking all my money? How do I stop this? What can I do to prevent this?
Yes.
And really just trying to understand, like, how do I make my money work for me? So really trying to get kids to understand that because you make NIL money, you do have to pay taxes, but this is also another opportunity where you can create wealth. So I think that's been my passion project about how to get people to understand financial literacy. How do you go invest in stocks? What stocks do you invest in? How do you invest in yourself to ultimately invest in your future earnings and things like that? So I'm really big on that right now. Really trying to get everybody to understand that. So definitely say taxes are real, and then invest your money now. Like you're 16, 17, max 21. So this is the perfect time to where you can put your money in an ETF and it can grow. You can put it in an index, it can grow, things like that. And now you're 40 years old and it's been growing since you were 18, 19. So definitely trying to get people to understand that and how they can capitalize off this opportunity.
No, you're absolutely correct. And I love that you were talking about financial literacy, because there's a trend going on in our community of people educating us in different quadrants around the United States about investing, about real estate, all of that. People creating apps, people getting into tech to sort of push that information forward, and it's definitely needed. Now I'm gonna move over just a little bit and just ask you something. I hope it doesn't get you to blush. Okay. I want to know, what have you done that has impressed you? It's not selfish. This is all about you. This is all about Sheldon.
Wow. I would definitely probably. Wow. This might be a stumper for me. I think that's the first time I'm gonna ask this type of question. I'll throw 2 things out there. Running a successful business while playing football, and then also playing football as long as I have. Everybody knows the career is short for the NFL, and I made it past that. And just like every day is just a new challenge. Like, okay, now I'm considered old in the league. So like, how do I continue to show that I'm still young and I still got good knees, legs, and I can still move and things like that.
Yeah.
So just that everyday challenge, I'm just like, wow, you're still doing it. Just I woke up the other day like, you're about to go into your 7th year in the NFL. Who would have thought this fat kid, East Side, is in the league? Everybody used to call me Clifford the Big Red Dog, because I used to wear a red sweater everywhere, and I was just so chunky. My family would make fun of me, everything. So just seeing how I've transformed and just progressed along to get to the point I am, and then just running a business, making sure that I'm on these business calls, I'm on here meeting and using my network to really grow my net worth. And I think I live by that so much. How can I connect with all these individuals to help me grow my reach and just be one degree removed from somebody? So I think that those are probably the 2 biggest things that I'm impressed with myself with.
And that is impressive, because a lot of people make excuses for why they can't achieve something monumental, and you've achieved something that most people will never achieve. And you're also doing something that a lot of people are afraid of doing, which is moving down a path of entrepreneurship. So why do you believe specifically entrepreneurship is important? And I'm asking you this because I've only worked for myself for 16 years. I started my business in college, this is all I know. And I see people like leaping over the edge from their corporate jobs to go into entrepreneurship, and they leap back in because they're like, I can't do this. What do you think why do you think entrepreneurship is so important, especially for you being a professional athlete with the influence that you have?
I think it tests your faith. Like, how much do you believe in yourself? Because there are the roller coaster, we like to say, is like there are ups and downs, but how do you continue to make your downs rise to your ups? So every day it's a new challenge when it comes to business, and you have to believe in yourself and believe in your vision to make you succeed. So I think entrepreneurship is all about ownership, and us in the Black community, we really don't understand ownership and equity. So how do you have ownership in something that you're passionate about? I don't think it's wrong with anything corporate-wise, but if you work for the big man and you understand how the big man makes money, why not go do it yourself? You might not do it at his level initially, but you have the opportunity to grow to that level and continue to grow your opportunity to obtain wealth and generational wealth, and then now you're setting your family up for future generations. So just really, you got to understand, how do you believe in yourself? How do you stay to the vision or the mission and really solve a problem for people, and you'll be successful.
So I like how you said entrepreneurship is a test of fate, because I always say fate is for the fearless. And to be an entrepreneur who is manifesting things and actually, like you said, doing stuff for the public and solving an issue, you have to be able to be a little bit, be fearless in that pursuit. So what is next for Sheldon Day? What's next for you in your journey? Because you have multiple businesses, you're definitely a humanitarian at heart. What's next for you?
Whoa. Well, we'll go 5-10-year plan. So 5-year, just really want to continue to give back to my community, give them opportunity to own houses. So growing up, most of my friends lived in apartments, and I feel like there should be an opportunity for people to own houses, because that's a luxury of life, and I think that's a luxury everybody deserves to have. Yes. So why are there not houses for them to obtain and also be reachable? Because why are we paying $500,000 for a home when we can pay $250 and still have a 3-bedroom home for a nice family? That could be a great starter home. So yes. That's kind of my passion as we go through the day investment group, and then also making people financially literate, because that's the biggest thing that when you empower somebody and give them the knowledge, now they can go make decisions for themselves, and they can really grow as humans, and then that effect trickles down to their community, friends, family, kids. So now you're making a true change in the world, and kind of big vision on the real estate side. I want to own some luxury apartments on the east side. So that's my goal. I'm working towards it, trying to figure out who I connect with, how do I build it, do things like that, because luxury it should be given to everybody, and us on the east side, we weren't given the luxuries I think that everybody deserves. Yeah. So really, once you introduce it to somebody and they make that their standard, now they have something to aspire to. Or I want to go live in the day building or something like that, just to give them something to work towards and really start to create true economic change in the east side community. And then that's why I started BankDAO. So it's really how do I break up the financial institution as we know, because we've been redlined as a community. We've been put on the short end of the stick when it comes to business loans, mortgage loans, and things like that. So how do I give the community a say-so and really taking Web3 to the next level with BankDAO?
I love that. Oh, I love that. And there's so much intersection. So, me and you have to further our conversation, offline. But please tell the public, where can they find you? How can they support you? Where can they follow you and just connect with you on social? Where do you live on the interwebs?
So I do have a Twitter. I do have an Instagram. They're both Sheldon Day _91. I do have a website. It's sheldonday.net, where I tell everything about my camp. I'm going to start uploading more things about what I do throughout the year and things like that. And you can also donate to my charitable initiatives, where that's Christmas, my youth camp, the foundation with the scholarship. So really trying to blow this whole just situation up when it comes to Sheldon Day and his charitable giving. And also, I want to bring everybody along in the journey. Yes. Like, this is for everybody that I've ever interacted with. You helped me in some capacity, whether you broke my heart, whether you helped me get from point A to point B, gave me gas money, any type of interaction that I've ever had with anybody, I've learned from it, and they have helped me in some type of way. So I appreciate everybody that I came in contact with. Shout out to my mom, Carol Boyd, And just shout out to the Warren Central Warriors, man.
I love that. Well, you all heard it here. Follow him on SheldonDay_91. Also at SheldonDay.net, they can go and donate, right, to some of the initiatives that you have. We have a broad audience who are watching this on Wish TV. Hey, give up the coins for the kids. Let's give up the coins for the kids. Thank you so much, Sheldon. And again, I'm Phoenix Jackson of the Phoenix Effect, and we appreciate you all for joining us with this fireside chat. Enjoy the rest of the InnoPower Indie Conference. Another path. Sophomore year, decided to shift my major to business, start at the same company, the Phoenix Effect, that I own today.